guys, welcome back to another Virgo Girl recommendation. And before I get started, yes, the lips are distracting, very distracting. I'm watching this show right along with everyone else. When I first saw the memes and everything with the lips, I really thought that it was a joke. Like, I didn't think that Viola Davis was really making her lips do that, like seriously throughout the whole show. I thought maybe it was, first of all, I thought initially, like I said, I thought it was a joke. And then I thought maybe it's only like one scene where she's being over dramatic and they're just picking on her. No, that is not the case. So it is true that she does perch her lips like that throughout so far throughout the whole show. All of her scenes are the same. Now, I've watched, I believe I'm caught up on the latest one. So I've just only watched what's available. And I honestly can say you are definitely doing yourself a disservice if you are not watching this show based on what people are saying about Viola Davis's lips as she portrays Michelle Obama. I say this because if that part bothers you, don't even worry about it. There's so many other good parts and so many other great actors. Let me just focus really quickly on what's going on with these other actors and actresses in this show. All right, first of all, before I even go to that point, I want to say, although Viola Davis is just being way too dramatic with the lips. It's just there. You can just look at it and you can just see it's a bit much. I'm not sure who guided her on that or what have you, but it is what it is. That doesn't take away from the fact that she's doing a phenomenal job playing Michelle Obama. Sometimes when I'm watching the show, I feel like it's really Michelle Obama. Like, I'm not even joking. And I'm not saying this because of the lip part. Disregard the lip part. I'm saying because of everything else, like the mannerisms, how she stands, how she walks, how she dresses, the wigs that they're putting on her. They nailed it. The only thing they should have did was tone down the lips, and it would have, to me, in my opinion, been perfect. So at any rate, let's get back to the other actors. Now, first of all, the guy that's playing Barack Obama, kudos to him. Yes, good job. I know him from Handmaid's Tale. So he plays, he actually plays in Handmaid's Tale. He plays the wife of June, the main character. I'm sorry, the husband of June, the main character. So I do know him from Handmaid's Tale, but when he was playing Barack Obama, I didn't even know that was him. I just realized that was him when I was looking at the casting. So his name is O.T. Fagbenle. Hopefully I pronounced that right. But at any rate, he did such a phenomenal job. Let's go to Gillian Anderson, who plays Eleanor Roosevelt. So, okay, for those of you who are thinking like me that this was just about Michelle Obama and the Obamas and her being the first lady, no. This goes so much deeper. It digs way back to the 1900s when, I believe, does it go before 1900? I know they go way back, showing the presidents and the wives of the presidents when they were young kids. And so it goes way back, way back to even President Roosevelt. So this one, the lady Gillian Anderson, who's playing Eleanor Roosevelt, I want to say kudos to her. Oh my God, she is doing a fantastic job. I don't even know what this lady looks like in real life. She just looks like Eleanor Roosevelt. What a fantastic job she did with the costume, what they did with the costumes with her. She looks like she was back in the 20s. Phenomenal job. I thought it was an excellent job on her part. The focus is they do show the men and they show, them being president and, some of the things leading up to the presidency. However, the focal point of this show is going to be more on their wives and what the wives had to endure and how much the wives influenced the husbands and how the wives were so important for the husbands to even, they were just a key component in the husbands even getting to the point to where they could run for president and then further winning the presidency. So it just shows you how much impact these women had on their husbands' lives and how instrumental they were. And I love it. I love it. It also shows how like the difference a woman in, let's say, 1920 versus a woman in 2008, you know, the difference in what that looked like. And also they show the in between, like the 60s and the 70s and things like that. They show Betty Ford. Oh my gosh, Michelle Pfeiffer again. You guys, let me tell you, if you guys are here, if you like history and you're here for a wonderful, wonderful, well played depiction of the women, this is your show. This is your show. So basically, Michelle Pfeiffer, I think right now she is definitely one of my favorites because she plays, of course, Betty Ford, and I love what they've done with her costumes, how they made her look. Because with her, come on, we know what Michelle Pfeiffer looks like. So out of all the people, her and also Viola Davis, of course, as I mentioned before, I think Michelle Obama does a phenomenal job in embodying Michelle Obama. You know, I feel, you know, people are giving her a hard time about the lips, but we have to get past the lips because it's done. It's done. It is what it is. The show is fantastic. You need to watch the show and just forget about the lips. I mean, every time she does the lips, it is a bit distracting, but honestly, they show her and they flip to another woman. They flip to another period in time. So it's constantly moving and shaking. It's not like it's just stuck right there on the Obamas. It's several different wives that you look at. It's not just her. Also, the parts that she does do in the show, Viola Davis, she nails it. Her speeches, everything else is 100% awesome. The only thing, like I said, with her is the lips. But back to Michelle Pfeiffer. Oh my gosh. I just am really enjoying Michelle Pfeiffer doing Betty Ford. Now, I don't know Betty Ford I mean, I've heard of her. I'm going to be honest with you. I've heard of the Betty Ford Clinic, and I believe that was her clinic. It hasn't gotten that far, but I'm pretty sure that's Betty Ford. I'm sure she has something to do with the Betty Ford Clinic, which is a rehabilitation center. Now, the part I'm at right now, she's doing a lot of drinking. So I assume that all of this drinking is going to lead up to her doing the rehabilitation center because she probably maybe perhaps hit rock bottom or something and wanted to help people. I don't know. But I do know that there's a Betty Ford Center, and I'm thinking that that has something to do with her. If not, correct me in the comments. But at any rate, I didn't know what Betty Ford looked like, but I Googled her, and I feel like Michelle Pfeiffer killed it. Wow, she really killed it. And just the women are just showing out on this. You know, I feel like they're doing, like the men are doing a great job as well, but they're doing such a great job putting the women as the spotlight and focusing on giving them the costumes and the acting. They picked the right people. That's all I can say. They picked the right people when it comes to these first wives. Now, I mean, first lady, sorry. Now, also, I want to talk about the controversies and the scandals and things like that that go on. You know, like basically some of the things that happen that are just more like, wow, I didn't know that. Or wow, that's the way they did it. You know, there's a lot of things that, and I don't want to spoil it because of course this is a recommendation, but there's a lot of things that go on and I did not know. Like, I'll give you an example. So Eleanor Roosevelt, she was talking to her husband, and he said something, and she was like, listen, I'm not one of your girlfriends. I'm your wife. Like, and it's just made me think like, wow, you know, like she was just like, she stood by him. Like, she knew he had like other women and everything. And because the way she said it, it wasn't like she was, it wasn't like she was happy that he had girlfriends, but it was just like she said it like it is what it is, but you're not going to treat me like them kind of thing. You're going to treat me in a different manner because I am the wife, kind of thing. And this was when she was having a conversation with him. I believe it was when she was trying to get more responsibility because at this point he was already in the, president. So she wanted to have like more responsibility. And speaking of that, it's funny because all the women, when you watch this, you're going to see how they kind of like tried to minimalize their position and the things they did and tried to have them do these little fluffy things. And all the women were like, no, I want to do this. So they were all strong women too. It's like that saying goes, behind every great man is a great woman, is a greater woman, or whatever that saying is. There's some kind of saying, but anyway, so the point is like a strong woman behind a powerful man is, you always see that for the most part. Like you always see men who are powerful, they have a strong woman in their corner, and 9 times out of 10, that strong woman is why that man is able to be successful as a powerful man. I mean, there are a couple, they are a unit, and the strong woman's input and what she brings to the table is something that is helpful, and it's something that is, necessary for them to build something, and for the man being very powerful to be able to cope and handle a lot of things that come his way. Because I mean, think about it, being a president, that's very stressful. And I loved how all these men who were, in these powerful positions, the president of the United States, they all depended on their wives a lot, in so many ways. Some admitted it more than others, but whether they admitted it or not, they definitely needed that woman. That was their backbone. That was their strength, a lot of them. So listen, all I can tell you is I love it. I love the way they are bringing us things to light with some of these people, because let's face it, a lot of these first ladies, they were way before our time. So it is so interesting, unless you just go and read a history book or go and get, some kind of biography on Betty Ford or on Eleanor Roosevelt, you're not going to really know, all the details about them. So I love that they're bringing this to light. And it's making me want to go read about them more and making me want to go know more about these ladies. Now, of course, like in history, when you are in school or what have you, or college, anytime you learn about the presidents and, the presidents of past, you learn more about the president. They don't put a lot of emphasis on the wives. So this is why too, I think this is a very necessary series. And I think people should really, really support it. It's phenomenal. And I think this is a show that men, women alike will enjoy, because there's something in this for everybody. And I love that the family aspect of it, like how it shows how the presidency affects the family, what a toll it took on some of the ladies. A lot of the ladies gave up a lot to be, first wives. Like they had their own lives, a lot of them, prior to, well, I shouldn't say a lot of them, all of them, they had their own lives. They had things they were interested in. Like one of the ladies, it was showing, I believe that was Betty Ford too. I believe it was, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Betty Ford. It was showing how she really wanted to live, I want to say California. I think it was California, that she was like right before he was about to be president. She was saying, oh, let's move to California. And she was interested. I'm pretty sure it was California or somewhere she wanted to move to. And then once he got it, it's like all her dreams and everything of moving to this place that she wanted to live in, it was out the window because they were headed to the White House. And then another thing I noticed is, a lot of the women, well, this is more like Michelle Obama. She had her own thing going as an attorney in Chicago. She was doing her own thing in her own right, and then when she went to the White House, that changed. She couldn't still work that job that she had over in Chicago. And, it just changed. Like if you're in a position and you're like, your position, you're doing well in your position, and then all of a sudden you have to move somewhere else and give up your position and then have this whole other role in life where you are the first lady to the, and then your husband is the president of the United States. That is a huge change. So it just shows like how they had to really change their lives. And then also their children. I mean, think about the children. The children had to actually also adapt to being in the White House. So it's just phenomenal, guys. This is a great recommendation. I'm excited to recommend this one to you because I'm really enjoying it, and I think you will too. Check it out. Again, it's called First Lady. This one is on Showtime. So check it out. I believe Showtime has a special right now. I saw where Showtime has 4 months for $3.99 per month. So you may want to check that out. They're running a special. So this will be a good time for you to get it for a low price and then be able to check out this wonderful series. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. And until next time, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Peace.